Hello everyone, this is the Audi RS e-tron GT Performance. I had it for 13 days and I drove around 2,500 kilometers and it was amazing. But we have to talk what did I like about the car and what was not so amazing. If you need a driver's logbook for your EV for business, you need to know where did you go and how far, how many kilowatt hours did you charge, and you don't want to write all of this down yourself, then Tronity is exactly what you need. Tronity connects to your car, a lot of brands are supported, and in the app or in the browser you can see all of this data. You can also manage a whole fleet of EVs and see where they charge at home or for business. Check them out in the link in the description below. Let's start with the easy stuff. First, what is amazing about this car, and of course it's the power. And yes, power is amazing, but it's not everything. We've seen that with other cars, but in here, just when you step on it, you get 750 horsepower. You press the boost button when you're driving, you have 830, and in launch control 925 horsepower. And that's all great, but it also works very well. It's stable, it puts it down when you use launch control. When you speed up from a standstill just with normal power, you get spinning wheels. Not dangerous, but still, the launch control is a bit annoying to put on. You have to press a few buttons and do it in a certain way, but it works. It really works, and it puts the power down. And I got to 2.59 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, which is amazing. And then when you use the power, it just works, and you can drive fast with it too. Top speed is 250, of course lowered. You cannot drive faster. You could, but driving on the highway at 200 kilometers an hour is no problem at all. It's very stable, it's very comfortable, no problem. And that gets us to the second thing, the most important thing. It drives amazing, even when you don't need the power. So you can drive comfortably in the city, on cobblestone, over bumps, on the highway when it's not the perfect highway. You can drive comfortably at 100. It's not too loud in there. It's amazing. The suspension is great. I have the wipers on. We get to this, why this is also great. It just drives awesome on a daily basis. You can drive it everywhere. Of course, when it goes down like this and the street is this, then you have the air suspension where you can put it up a few centimeters with a button, and it's all nice. So you can do that as well. It drives great, and it does it very comfortably and stable and quiet. Awesome. Charging. It's a master when it comes to charging. Of course, 800 volt system. I've seen a peak of 325 kilowatt, and the above 300 kilowatt from under 10% to 61%, depending when you plug in. When you plug in at a higher state of charge, it goes to 300 kilowatt, then to 270, and then it goes down at around 68, 69% to 200 kilowatt. So you're even 200 kilowatt, then to 70%, then it goes in steps down at exactly 80%. It then goes down to 90 kilowatt and stuff like this. So this is where you have to leave. But it has a 97 kilowatt hour battery. You have enough range to still go on, because the surprising thing is when you don't push it, the consumption is really okay for that amount of power in all-wheel drive and the gigantic tires. I love the design of the car. The front looks good, from the side it looks good, but the rear is amazing. I love when this car is parked in my driveway and I can see that rear, or it is in the garage. It's just awesome. When the car is on and you don't turn it off and you don't lock it, it just stays on. Light is on, heating is on, music is on, and it doesn't beep or complain, hey, you're not in the car. It just does it without any hesitation. Let's get to the negative part. Number one, there's no state of charge display here in the cockpit. Number two, when you're charging, you cannot see how fast you're charging with a normal view. You have to go to the big view, and you cannot see it even here in your charging window when you go into charging. This just tells you your state of charge. It doesn't say how you're charging here. And then the other thing is the view of the cockpit. So when you're charging, you cannot see any of your information that you have here. So if you want to see your driving data, it's not in the infotainment system. You have to put it here on the right. And to do that, you have to go into settings, cockpit, what view you want, and then configure that. And then you can put one of those things. Right now, it's just the date. This is always there. And then you, right now in my settings, and if you want the driving data, you have to put it there on purpose. Then it's there while you're charging. But you then, if it's driving data, you cannot reset it. It has to be on the left to be reset. That's annoying. Big thing that I don't get, and I hope they improve on this, is the speedometer, what it shows, the number to the real speed. It's 7 kilometers an hour off. So if the speedometer shows 127, you're driving 120. In other cars, it's maybe 3, maximum 4 kilometers an hour difference. Here it's 7. That's too much. Gigantic problem is the space. Here, there's nothing. You can have glasses in here, 2 cup holders. This is tiny. The phone only fits in a tiny little spot. If you want to charge with a cable, it has to be a special cable. There's no space to put stuff. That's very sad. It would be nice if there would. So this could be gone, but something for the phone, for example. But I guess Audi drivers like their glasses. The software, it's not bad, but the Audi Q6 has way better software, especially when it comes to assist system. There's a real button for assist system, and then it shows me the favorites if I want to turn off something. 5 of them, very, very fast. I like that. And I don't know, and the screen is also a bit bigger. That would be better for this car. It would make the experience so much better. You cannot preheat the battery manually with a button. It shows you in the screen in here when you navigate to a charger, and it does preheating. And like I said, the assist system, if I want to do that here, I have to go to vehicle, to the right, and then I have my favorites, and then I can turn stuff off here. In the Q6, it's just easier and better. But now let's get to the biggest disadvantage that this car has, and it's a gigantic big one. I can't afford it. It's amazing. I love it. Those 13 days were amazing. I'm very sad it's gonna get picked up tomorrow at 11 a.m. Then it's gone. I had 2 weeks with a 200,000 euro car. I'm very lucky. I'm very happy I can experience the power, 925 horsepower. I had so much fun. I drove the top speed many times. I accelerated hundreds of times. It's amazing. I experienced it. It's amazing. It drives awesome. It's comfortable. It's everything that I would want in a car. So the trunk space, I don't care. I don't need that much. Rear seats is not a lot of space. Again, I don't care because I don't have a lot of grown-ups driving around with me. The space to put stuff in the front, yes, that would be nice, but I would manage. Frunk is nothing important to me, but it just drives awesome. I love it. It was so much fun and I enjoyed every minute. Like I said in other videos, a few times I drove an hour or longer just for fun without filming anything. It's just awesome. And not just because of the power. The power, of course, is a big thing, but because it's just stable and quiet and comfortable, and the seats are great, and massage and all of this stuff. It's awesome. I love it. I'm sad. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below. And here on YouTube, there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.